Welcome back, everybody, to the Two B's in a Ball podcast, where we pick it, we call, we win, or we fall. My name is Braden, alongside here with Blake. Thank you, as always, for making us your first listen every Thursday. Blake, we're back at it for another week. I cannot believe we've made it this far. Truly just a crazy thing.
It is the consistency. I don't think either one of us saw that coming because both of us can be a little flaky. But I'm excited. I look forward to it every week.
I do too. I definitely tend to be spread a little thin. But this has been fun. This has been a fun thing to do with you, Blake. So glad to be back. Just want to give a quick shout to our channel. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, why not? It's free to do. It helps this channel tremendously. Last I checked, only 31% of you were subscribed. So if you're listening and not subscribed, hit the sub for us. Hit the sub. All right, Blake. We have a fun guest, or I should say, a few guest pickers today. This episode might look a little funky with some cuts, maybe some changed outfits. We'll see. But so yeah, stay tuned for that. But anyways, we have our guest coming on later, but we're going to talk about last week, this week, some fun things ahead. So let's get right into it, Blake.
Yeah, let's do it. So last week, well, first should we talk about how we did on our picks?
Oh yeah. Our guest, Kaysen, actually ended up winning the pick'em last week by going 8 for 10. A fantastic showing. Was that right, Blake? Was it 8?
8 for 10. Only trailing Carter.
Only trailing Carter. Great effort, Kaysen. Truly a great effort. The Florida pick, fantastic, electrifying. Pick in Cincinnati. Grabbing Virginia when Blake and I both missed that one. Really just a good week from you. Didn't trust Maverick McIver Magic at Western Kentucky. They could have got you to tie Carter, but man, overall, great effort.
Yeah, truly a great showing. But we were kind of in sync on the upsets. The Hart pick with Florida showed up. Cincy pick. You kind of faded us a little bit, but like you said, if he would have trusted the Maverick McIver underdog, would have tied Carter. Which other one did he miss?
Let's see. It was Maryland that we all picked.
Maryland, yeah. And that was one that Maryland just choked away. So really a great chance to go 10 for 10 there, which with the games last week, kind of impressive. So yeah, Kaysen, great week from you. And looking forward to this week.
Absolutely. Kaysen, if you're watching this, we might have you back. So stay tuned for that. If you would like to be a guest on the Two B's in a Ball podcast, feel free to drop a comment. Explain why you should be on the show. Some ball knowledge would be helpful. If you know college football, if you know numbers, anything like that, drop comments and we'll see what we can do to get you on the show. So,
and Gavin, don't worry, we're going to get you on.
Gavin will get you. Luke will get you. Charlie Berger, shout out, called me last week once on the show. We'll assess those coming up here, Blake. Alrighty. I'm gonna get into a topic that I tend to harp on. This is the AP poll. The people that pick the AP poll. I really just, I don't know. I don't want to continue to go down this trend. And I know that more than just me thinks it's about the AP people. I don't want to be like all the other people harping on it, but it really is just a bad thing. It doesn't
is.
make sense.
It's horrible. This week, how how can you leave Iowa State ranked at number, what are they, 22?
22.
And Cincinnati's out? How's that? I mean, that just doesn't add up. Me and B-Mart talked about this on the phone. Cincinnati is one bad read away from Sorsby, from being undefeated this year, and probably being a top 15 team in the country. I mean, they look really good. I don't think people know just how good Cincinnati is. I said it last week. I'm really high on them. Not too high on Iowa State, but the fact that Iowa State is staying ranked and Cincinnati's out, that's ridiculous.
Blake, what's your top 3 teams in the Big 12, just by chance?
Yeah, I figured you'd bring this up. Top 3 teams in the Big 12. We've got Texas Tech,
Clearly,
Cincinnati, and then you've kind of got. I feel like you've got a tie at the 3 spot.
Whoa. Okay, this is not what you told me earlier.
It's not. Earlier, I said Kansas was 3, but I think Kansas and Utah are tied for that 3rd spot. I think you could go 3 or 4 there, either one, and then Iowa State, maybe BYU. I don't know. After that, I mean, it's just kind of whoever. Yeah. It's anybody's game at that point, other than Kansas State. Kansas State has secured their spot at the bottom.
Oh man, Blake loves them Wildcats. I don't agree. Totally. Texas Tech clearly is the front runner. I think it's not even close. But I like Cincinnati. I think they're 2 or 3. I think 2 and 3 interchangeable. I did say Arizona State was 2 earlier. I won't just expose Blake. I said Arizona State, then Cincy. But I don't even know,
Arizona State.
Okay. Yes. Arizona
They've snuck out of their last 2 games by a field goal.
Okay. Well, we're going to know this weekend when they play Utah. We're going to get a good showing. So, I don't know. After Tech, honestly, it's just a crap show. And BYU's undefeated. I don't know who they beat, to be completely honest. So I don't know about BYU. They're undefeated. I don't even know about Utah.
Yeah. They just beat the brakes off of, what was it, Oklahoma State or West Virginia? Who was it?
West Virginia.
They just beat the crap out of them on the road. I think it was like 48-14, something like that. Utah's a good team, but Tech is just a great team. So
fair.
I'm really hoping Utah finishes this season strong. That way, like you guys will see later on in this episode, I've already said this today, but that way, that Tech win on the road with pretty much a backup quarterback throughout that win, it becomes a little more impressive.
Yeah, it does. And I don't know what to think about the Big 12 after Tech, honestly. I'm going to read a funny stat here. This is going to be my 4th and stupid, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. The preseason number 1 Texas, number 2 Penn State, and number 4 Clemson. So, mind you, this is the AP poll preseason rankings. Blake, okay, do you have a guess for what their combined record is?
Okay,
15 games total.
Texas is 3-2. Penn State also 3-2. Clemson 2-3. So what would that make it?
You're right. They're 8-7.
Yeah, 8-7.
That is absurd.
Yeah. That's above 500. Good job, guys.
That's all I have to say for the AP poll. I'm sure we'll talk about it next week.
Shout out Nico Imaliava for his I mean that's a game that you kind of felt like, he left Tennessee because he wants all these millions of dollars, finds himself at UCLA, horrible football program, but he goes out against Penn State and gets the job done. So shout out Nico, man. That was a great performance.
That was fun. I didn't even watch I mean, I didn't watch most of it, but I kept seeing on the bottom a little scoreboard on ESPN. It was like UCLA like blinking and they scored again. And I'm like, okay, am I reading that right? Are they beating Penn State? And then I turned it
Yeah.
on, like, oh my gosh.
It's one of those games. It's like when it's on the slate, it doesn't catch your eye.
Nope.
Spreads like 40.
Yeah.
And, as the game goes on, it gets into the fourth quarter. You turn it on because you're like, this is going to be one of the biggest upsets of the year. So, like I said, shout out Nico. Got the job done. But yeah,
I think I saw a YouTube video about this. I'm kind of a freak. I watch college football YouTube like breakdowns for history, and it was like this is probably the biggest upset, like the newest, craziest upset. Like I don't know what the last one would be. Maybe like Northern Illinois beating Notre Dame on the road,
oh yeah,
but they were saying like this is the newest, craziest upset. Just
which
with
is crazy because it was a conference game. But
But where UCLA's at right now, like the circumstances of you fired your coach and you had an OC calling plays for the first time in his life, like that's crazy.
yeah, and I mean, everybody's kind of doing it for him, doing it for Nico. I think was this Nico's first game back?
I don't keep up with that guy.
I think. I mean, UCLA was 0-4 going into that game. Let me check on that actually. But I think if I remember right, I think Nico has been out for the first 4 games of the year. And then he comes back against Penn State and, I mean, just goes to work. Puts up 42 points.
Yeah, awesome. Love to
Oh,
hear it.
no, Nico played against Northwestern.
I didn't know he was hurt. I didn't think he was.
Against New Mexico. Has he been playing all year?
I think
Wow.
he has.
He has been. Wow. Okay. I thought he was hurt because, I mean, just logically, you put up 42 on Penn State, but you only put up 14 against Northwestern. But, I mean, maybe
Weird.
that's just coaching. Yeah, they're up. They were 0-4 going into that game, beat the number 7 team in the country. So, what do we know about the Big Ten now? I mean, are they that good? Are Oregon and Ohio State and those top guys, are they that good? Or, I mean, I don't know.
We shall see. We shall see. Indiana, are they that good?
I wanted to think so last year. They got the brakes beat off of them in the playoffs.
Yeah, they sure did. Well, Blake, let's talk about a team that you tend to be what the kids are saying, glazing.
I am.
I'll let you take the floor here. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm for sure glazing A&M. I still they're going to be in the playoffs. Said it for a few weeks now. They've been my sleeper team to go to the playoffs. Not so much of a sleeper anymore. Kaysen's lock of the week last week, Mississippi State covering 18.5. Didn't hit. A&M covered that spread. I'm really high on them. I genuinely think they are the best team in the SEC this year. And probably everybody's going to think I'm crazy for saying that. B-Mart just fell asleep over there. But, yeah, I think they're the best team in the ACC this year. I think Ole Miss is overrated. I think a healthy Oklahoma team can give them a run for their money, but Georgia and Bama aren't doing it for me this year. Tennessee's good. They're not great. I really think it's a toss-up between A&M and a healthy OU team.
If you put A&M and Ole Miss at a neutral site, who's favored?
Probably A&M. Probably A&M. I just don't think Ole Miss is that great. They had that win against LSU. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know how good LSU is either.
I don't know what to think about it. I want to hate on the A&M is the best team in this. Excuse me, SEC, but I don't know, man. I just can't say it. I can't say it.
And I don't want to. I mean, as a Tech fan, I don't want to, but I mean, they look really good. They're deep. Um, got a great backfield, great receivers, great line. I mean, they just look like a great team all around.
Yeah. Well, we shall see. As you know, I'm not a big fan of A&M, but they're good. They're good. I loved Cason's Lock of the Week last week. I loved it a lot,
Yeah.
and so that was unfortunate. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, anyways, let's move on to the old Bearcats of Cincinnati, Blake's favorite team in the Big 12. Just kidding. That's Tech. But hey, I like this team. I think they're good. I think they need to beat a few more. I don't know.
Beamart texted me during the Cincinnati Iowa State game, and he said I should not be on this podcast anymore. He picked Iowa State. There was another game you picked wrong. What was it?
I picked a lot. Maryland, Louisville.
I think it was an 11 o'clock game. I think it was a morning game, and both of them were losing. Iowa State was getting blown out. And he's like, I just shouldn't be on the podcast anymore. But the advantage I had over him in that game is I know he didn't watch Kansas and Cincy. So I mean you probably saw the score, right? Did you watch that game? Be honest. Did you?
I watched a little bit of it. Okay. I watched it.
Okay. I watched the full thing, start to finish. And Cincy is good. Cincy is really good.
I do know that would they get up like 28-3 or something? 21-3?
This past weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The final score, they made it look a lot closer than it actually was.
Yeah, the final score does not indicate how that game went at all. I think Iowa State literally under 2 minutes scored another touchdown, converted a 2 to bring it from 16-8. Like it was Cincinnati won that game handily. But they are a really good football team. Really good. I mean, I said it earlier. I think they're the second best team in the Big 12. I think it's going to be a Texas Tech Cincinnati Big 12 championship game.
What did I say? There's going to be an attendance of 8 people there.
8 people.
People snooze fest. But hey, yeah, if Tech's in the Big 12 championship, sign me freaking up.
If Tech is in the Big 12 championship, the attendance will be probably 80,000, and 78,000 of them will be Tech fans.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, if it's Tech Cincy in the Big 12 championship, that home field advantage will be better than it was at Houston this weekend. It'll be insane. But that game will be a lot of fun to watch. I think it's one of the best offensive lines in the country versus one of the best defensive lines in the country. And it just doesn't get talked about enough. So it'd be a lot of fun to watch.
Definitely. And people forget that Sorsby almost beat Texas Tech last year in Lubbock. They put up a freaking fight.
Yeah.
And, so Cincy, Blake's high on you.
Yeah, both teams look a lot better this year than last year. And that's something everybody can agree on. So I mean, not counting chickens yet, but
we don't want to count chickens. We don't do that.
No, we don't do that here. But I mean, I don't know who else it could be besides Tech and Cincy, and that's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm going to clip that.
Let's do it.
I'm just kidding. Maybe. When Arizona State makes it, we'll talk.
Yeah, Arizona State has Tech on their schedule, so that's going to be one loss. I don't know who Cincy loses to.
I'm joking. I don't know. I like it. I don't disagree with the pick. I don't know who's after Tech, to be completely honest. I don't have a clear favorite, but I think they could be Cincy. It could be you're set on Cincy. I think it could be like 4 different teams, but we shall.
Who else do you think it could be? Explain.
Arizona State, BYU, if Utah beats people. I don't really believe the hype. I think at one moment in time, I thought Arizona could sneak in there, but that's long gone. They were kind of a sleeper. That's really it, I guess. I think TCU's kind of out. They don't look like they can handle.
So listen to Cincinnati's schedule the rest of the year. They've got UCF, Oklahoma State, Baylor, Utah, Arizona, BYU, and TCU. So they don't have to play Tech. They don't have to play Arizona State. The only ranked team left on their schedule is BYU. I don't know. I mean, this team really could go 11-1.
They could. You know, we're gonna call it here on the Two B's in a Ball podcast. Cincinnati will go 11-1.
Yep.
The guru.
Their one loss being week 1 to Nebraska on just a bad read.
Tough.
Unfortunate. Could be 2 12-0 teams in the Big 12 championship, but it is what it is.
Hey, I've been a Tech fan for too long to think that Tech won't lose a game. So I'm just gonna keep one over here on the loss section, and it's either gonna be for me Arizona State on the road. You might throw up, but Kansas State on the road because we can never beat them on the road, or period. Or we drop one stupid game to like, I don't know, Kansas at home this weekend or something like that. I don't think so, but I'm just gonna leave over here my loss and just be content when it happens. Hopefully it doesn't.
Yeah. I don't know if you watched the press conference this weekend, but I kind of nerded out this weekend just watching the press conferences, seeing how everybody was talking, reacting. Nobody seemed excited about the win. I mean, it was a business trip. They took care of business. They looked like they were just straight there for business. I mean, and you know, they were talking, you know, ahead, like reporters were asking them questions for, you know, the future. Everybody on the same page. We're going 1-0 next week against Kansas. That's all they're focused on, is just being 1-0 for the week. And I can't tell you how happy that makes me that these guys aren't gloating over this win. You know, they all thank the fans for being there, because if you watch that game, you know, it was a home field advantage for Tech. All the tortillas flying, the Raider Power chants, the Tech band being there, felt just like the basketball game at Houston last year. So, but yeah, I mean, this is the most locked in I've ever seen a Texas Tech football team. They have an expectation, that's to win the Big 12 championship and go to the playoffs. And they know the recipe to do that is just win one game every week. They're not
What's next?
They're not looking forward to next week against Arizona State. They're not jumping ahead, which gives me a little bit of hope that this week isn't a trap game. But yeah, I'm excited for this football team, and they all look really locked in.
It is exciting. It is crazy. I was like, okay, we just won by 20. What was it? 26? 24. And I was like, any other year, I'm like, that is amazing. I'm so happy. But I'm like, no, I want more and more and more and more. But I want to enjoy it while it lasts, while we're here. This is a really freaking good team. And
it really is.
Very experienced team. And I think, like, I heard Josh Pate today talk about, like, if Tech makes it to the playoff, like, you don't want to play them. So
no, nobody wants to play Tech right now.
That's a fun thing to think about.
My family over in the South, you know, Taylor, who had just joined the podcast previously, and even my own blood, my father was dogging on Tech, talking about a cupcake schedule. Y'all are going to find out soon enough. I can promise you that. This team has great potential to go 13-0 and beat. I mean, call me crazy, but I don't know an SEC team that I'm like in my head, like that team can 100% beat Tech. And maybe that's a little bit of bias, but Tech has stood out from their competition every game this year. And I haven't seen an SEC team that I'm like, you know what, they stand out. I mean, other than Oklahoma or A&M, I would feel really confident about Tech going up against anybody else in the SEC. Those two teams I would be a little bit scared of, but I don't think Tech would lose 100%. And I've never felt that way about a Tech football team ever. So it's crazy to say, but I mean, I don't know. Do you feel any different about that?
No, I'm bought in. I think I've seen what this team could be. So I'm with you, Blake. I'm there. Hopefully the train keeps rolling. I think Joey is a great CEO of this football team. He's got great coordinators. He just gets to lead the pack, and he's rallying them. He's a guy I'd want to play for. So I'm pumped to see how far they can go this year.
Yeah, I mean, we keep bringing in recruits like crazy. This program, shout out Cody Campbell, but this program is, I mean, it's here to stay. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for the future.
Yeah.
I think Tech is. I think they're here to stay.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's a 1 year thing, definitely. And people will probably think that and see that and think, oh, it's just 1 year. But the recruits we're bringing in, and Chris Level said today, don't think that Tech won't do anything in the transfer portal, because we're gonna go crazy again, and we're gonna get guys in the program that are experienced. We have Blanche, who knows how to recruit. He knows exactly who he wants, and it's crazy. Like, those guys always talk about like the hit rate for our transfers, and basketball included. Like,
I was about to say that. I mean, you look at the basketball transfer class last year. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but
you bring in a guy from New Mexico and he wins the Big 12 Player of the Year.
Yeah,
like
they've got the formula written perfectly, and their hit rate is like 90-something% for transfers. So we got good people in the system, good people making decisions. Shout out to Kirby Hocutt, coming into Tech. What was it, like 2012 or something? 2011 maybe.
Yeah.
Sometime earlier 2010s, came in and has really made some great hires. It's been a ride for sure, but
lots of ups and downs with hires.
It's been a roller coaster, but thankful to be a Tech fan right now. It's easy to be a Tech fan.
It seems like, other than, I mean, here's the deal. Baseball, we had Tim Tadlock, and great coach. He's stuck around. Basketball, we've now got Grant McCasland, and he's here to stick around as well. And now we've got Joey McGuire. So it's like we find a guy. We go through a lot of coaches, but we find a guy and he sticks around, and we seem to continue to be great.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Guys, it's not a Tech podcast, but we might be a little bit of fans of the program, unbiasedly, but truly, I mean, this is a team that's freaking legit and will go somewhere. So love it. We could talk about that for days. But okay, I think one more thing from last week, then we'll look ahead. Texas against Florida. I watched this pretty much entire game with my roommates, and the consensus I had was I kind of slightly feel bad for Arch Manning. I don't, but I do. He got so much hype for his last name, really for no reason, as a player, other than his name, and Heisman favorite, preseason #1, just a lot of hype around him, and he's just not played that many football games at a high level. And so I don't know what you can expect from basically a first-year guy coming in and playing big-time football games, but, man, I don't know. He just looked like a rookie in the pocket. He looked like a rookie making passes. He looked like a rookie just making decisions. So,
yeah,
I don't know, man. I just kind of, I don't know. It's a weird spot to be in for him.
I feel bad for him too. I mean, I'm a Broncos fan, big Peyton Manning guy. So I feel bad for him, just because of his last name. So, but yeah, I mean, he's got all these high expectations. He gets recruited to Texas out of high school. It's really, I mean, with the way college football is now, you've got 5-year guys, 6-year guys, even 7-year guys playing the sport. I almost feel like in order to succeed, you have to go to a mid-major school first or a lower program. Um, that or, I mean, I don't know. You have to be a backup and get good experience. I mean, I just don't feel like. I mean, he played a couple of games last year, but he looked decent. And this year, now that he's got, he's kind of got the reins. He doesn't look. He just doesn't look good. I mean, if Texas had a better quarterback, they could still be in the top 10, top 15. But I don't know. I feel like he would have gained some experience, some knowledge. College football is obviously way different than high school football. So I don't know. I feel like if you're in high school and you're getting recruited to a, Power Four conference, SEC, Big 12, whatever it may be, unless you've secured a starting spot, I don't feel like it's very beneficial for you to start your career there. I mean, I feel like a lot of guys are coming in at lower level programs, transferring into bigger schools and really having success. And I just feel like that's the game now. So I do feel bad for him. I feel like he hasn't really been able to make a lot of decisions on his own. But I hope, even though he's at Texas, I hope he can figure it out and have a good career.
Yeah, I think he will. He's just one of those guys that's done nothing wrong but get a bunch of hype, and so kind of just an unfortunate circumstance for him as a player. And Blake and I both played sports, so I can't even imagine what it feels like to have that much hype and pressure going into a season to do certain things and then having to go out there and perform. So,
and the way it seems, it's like he doesn't even want it. Like
yeah,
he didn't want to be on the cover of the game this year. He doesn't want the hype, but it's not going to go away just because of his last name.
Yeah, and I think he'll turn around. I know everybody's talking about Arch, but just want to shout out to you, Arch. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You had a bunch of hype. We get it. I played sports. You can turn this around, or you won't, and that would stink. But we'll see.
Either way, you know what? Great win for Florida after
Yes.
a horrible, horrible start to the season.
Yeah.
Great win. Still don't think they're a great football team, but heck of a win. Knocked the preseason #1 team in the country out of the top 25. But yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. We're sitting here talking about Texas for 20 minutes, but I haven't even talked about the winner of the football game. Sellers with a good, or not Sellers. What in the world? Lagway. Excuse me. Lagway with a good performance, coming off 5 picks the game before.
Yeah.
So didn't have to do much different to change that outcome. But yeah, Lagway looked good. And again, like Blake said, I don't know if Florida is a great team. I think they had to win that. And honestly, where are they in the SEC? 1-1?
I think so.
I mean, they're not out of it. So there's a shot for them to have a decent year in the SEC. We'll see. I don't really know much about Florida, but they're not out of it yet. So good win for them. Pretty fun game from last week.
Yeah.
Like
the SEC is just wide open this year, like I said. Everybody looks beatable. So you never know. You never know.
Yeah. Okay, I want to get into a game for this coming weekend. I don't really have much to say about it. I feel a certain way. We got Indiana going into Eugene, flying across the country pretty much for a conference football game.
Welcome to the Big Ten.
Yeah, welcome to the Big Ten. We'll blame Penn State. Will blame that loss on your travel, on your 20-hour flight. Blake, what do you think about this Indiana-Oregon game?
I was really high on Indiana last year. They I think they started like 11-0, something like that. I was really high on them. They're kind of doing the same thing now, but they don't have as easy of a schedule. So I'm excited to see what they can do this weekend. I think Oregon is very beatable. Um, Penn State almost beat them on the road, or no, they were at home. They were at Penn State. Um, they almost beat them, and then Penn State goes out and loses to UCLA. So I really don't know what to think.
No clue.
So I don't know. I think it's going to be a good game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout either way, which again is not going to tell us much about either one of these two teams.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about Oregon other than their coaches. I really like Dan Lanning. I think he's a great guy for Oregon. His interview after that Penn State game was kind of funny. It was like, is this dude on drugs or is he just like so excited that he won that football game? You know what I'm talking about, Blake?
Yeah.
So that I don't know. I'm a big Dan Lanning fan. I think he's doing good things at Oregon. I think their quarterback's really good. But Indiana could shock some people here. I think that spread might be a little too big. Touchdown, I think they could keep that into a touchdown. I think it's going to be a field goal game. I love saying that on this podcast. It's going to be a field goal game. But I don't know, man. I think I'm probably going to pick Oregon to win. But like Blake said, something could happen here because the Big Ten is really weird. We have no idea what's happening.
No, every week, like I said, I think we should ban Big Ten games from being in the pick'em because you just never know. You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, Indiana just beat like 2-3 weeks ago. They beat Illinois by like 50. So I don't know. I'm high on Indiana again this year, and I really hope they can go into Eugene and just beat the crap out of them.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Pretty indifferent here. Again, probably going to pick Oregon, but Two Bees in a Ball says stay alert for Indiana versus Oregon.
Either way, if the AP poll watches the game, we should move up.
They probably won't. We're being honest.
Tech should move up to the top 8 either way.
Okay. Love to see it. Love to see it. Blake, will you be at the game Saturday?
I will be at the game Saturday, and I will be wearing my Tech gear, contrary to popular belief. I'm excited to see Jalen Daniels take on Behren Morton.
It's a fun game for you. You know, watching Kansas and being a fan of them too, getting to watch both your teams. I know you're more of a Tech guy, but watching both your teams, you couldn't ask for a better night. I will also be there. So if you go to the Tech game this weekend and you would like to meet Blake and I, or take a picture or film a YouTube short, really whatever you want to do, I'm sure we'd be open to anything.
Yeah,
so
only cost $10,000. So
yes, small cost, $10,000. So if you run into us at the game, we'll say what's up. Well, Blake, I want to get into probably my favorite thing of this show. One of my favorites is our Fourth and Stupid from last week.
Yes,
we'll wrap up here. I'll let you go first here. Do you want me to go, or would you like to take it?
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it. I have an honorable mention of the AP poll. We've touched on this. We're probably going to touch on it every week. We've touched on it every week so far. How do you rank Iowa State and not rank Cincinnati after the belt that they just gave Iowa State? Seems really stupid to me. But my fourth and stupid this week is going to go to Avery Johnson, Matt Wells, and the Kansas State Wildcats. You're up 31-17 in the fourth quarter, and you blow it. You give up a touchdown, you punt, they punt, you throw a pick six. So you're down, what is it? You're down, or no, you're tied, right?
I
Or
can't remember.
how did that go?
Oh, okay, yes. So
Did Baylor go for two?
at some point, yes.
Yeah,
I
because it was
believe
31-17. So Baylor would have had to have gone for two. Maybe after the pick six.
yes, it was after the pick six. They went for two.
Okay, so
Yes.
yep, you go for two after the pick six. Or no, it wasn't after the pick six. It was the touchdown before that. So you go for two, go down 31-25, or you're up 31-25 if you're Kansas State. Then you throw a pick six. You're all of a sudden in a span of 5 minutes of game time, you go from up 31-17 to down 32-31. So shout out Avery Johnson and Matt Wells on that master class. And then the Kansas State Wildcats as a whole, you go and kick a field goal. You go up 34-32.
Solid.
Less than 2 minutes remaining. And then you give up a field goal. You go down 35-34. And then you somehow, with 30 seconds left, get into field goal range.
Well, the Baylor fans were so loud, and the defense is so good at Baylor. So,
Except none of those things are true. The complete opposite of the truth there by B. Mark. And then you get your field goal blocked after you go across the field in 29 seconds and get your field goal blocked. That is disgusting. That's horrible. The worst finish by a team in a game I've seen this year so far.
Yeah. Pretty bad there. I'm going to stay in the Big 12 for my fourth and stupid. I'm going to go with the Houston Cougars and their powder blue jerseys. I'm going to tie this back to a little basketball lore here. Excuse me, first one of the episode.
Shout out Elijah Hawkins.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it there, the powder blues, and then they decided, I don't know if you saw this, but they decided to do their Final Four ring ceremony. They brought out the whole basketball team on the field in Houston. So
that's amazing.
I'm just gonna Houston powder blues overall are my fourth and stupid, because they try to do this in basketball and Tech beat them without, like we said last episode or episode before, like said, without our best player and without our head coach. And then they decided to bring out the powder blues again for football, and we saw what happened. So overall, man, Houston Cougars, you are my fourth and stupid this week.
Yeah, Houston, love the jerseys. They're beautiful, but stop wearing them against Tech in any sport. Just stop doing it. It ain't going to work. We've got a home and home series again this year for basketball. Don't do it. Don't wear those beautiful blue jerseys.
I don't like it. Actually, I love it. Continue to wear them because you'll probably get beat. Well, Blake, do you have anything else for us as we wrap up today's episode?
I don't. We've got the picks coming up. We're gonna have it cut, so it may look a little weird.
All right. Well, let's get right into the picks here. Blake and I are joined by our significant others. This is Claire. Blake, who are you with?
This is Natalie.
Just wanted to bring our girlfriends on, to give some expert analysis for the picks this week. Just want to let everybody know Claire joined my family's pick'em and is leading the pick'em by 3 whole picks. So each week we pick 25 games, and Claire is beating 23 of my family members in the pick'em league.
So do you get 1 point per pick?
That's right.
Okay, so let's do this.
I have 116 points.
116 correct picks out of
78%. That's insane.
That's insane. So some say Claire would know ball.
I don't know about that.
All right, Blake. Well, we can hop straight into the games here, unless you have anything else.
Nope. Let's do it.
First one we got is Ohio State at Illinois. Pretty big spread here, 14.5. We can go first. I'll take the first pick here. I'm going to go Ohio State. They're unbeaten. Huge spread here, 2 touchdowns. Really nothing much to say about this. Claire, what do you think?
Me too.
Yeah, hopefully we sweep the board here, because I hate Big Ten games, but Illinois, I'm pretty sure they suck. So I'm going to go Ohio State.
I'm gonna just go against you because that's just what I
Gotcha.
do.
Okay, so Natalie's going to Illinois.
All right, we got an upset there. It's at home, so I guess you never know what could happen. I like the pick. All right, now the next game we got is Texas versus Oklahoma. Who's technically the home team, Blake?
I think Oklahoma is technically the home team.
Okay. Neutral site, Red River rivalry. Claire has some Texas in her blood. So, Blake, do y'all want to start off with this game?
Well, I'll let Natalie take it. She's also got some Texas in her blood.
Texas all the way.
Woo.
She's going to take Texas. I'm going to go against her and hope that OU's backup quarterback can beat the crap out of them.
Oh, wow. Okay, we got split there. Claire, who you got?
Got Texas.
She's got Texas. I'm also going to go Texas since I don't think Mateer is playing. I think if they have Mateer, they easily win. If they don't, because he's questionable right now, I'm going to stick with Texas. Oklahoma's running backs are also questionable. So we'll see what happens. Blake, you're the lone wolf over there for the old Sooners.
I'll take it. I went against Texas last week, and it worked for me. So horns
go.
down.
There you go. All righty. The next one we got is TCU at Kansas State. We love picking Kansas State, Blake, don't we?
We love picking against Kansas State. We do.
That's right. Well, Blake, I'll let you take this one first. I know you love Kansas State.
Yeah. Everybody knows that's watched this. I hate Kansas State with a burning passion. Not only because I like Kansas, but we all know how we feel about their offensive coordinator. So give me TCU by about 60.
Oh, wow. Natalie?
What's that one?
That's Kansas State.
That one.
She's taking the 2-4 Wildcats. Perfect.
Wildcats. All right. I'll go ahead here. I really don't know what to pick in this game. Both teams are weird, and TCU's favored by 1.5. It's in Manhattan. Gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna go Blake here. I'm gonna go TCU. I can't pick Kansas State.
Thank you.
Claire.
I put TCU as well.
So if Claire picks it, it's probably gonna happen.
I don't know.
Judging by the history here.
Natalie's the lone wolf on that one.
All right, Natalie. Hey, it can sometimes work out. As we learned 2 weeks ago, I went by myself on a lot of picks, and it worked for me. So there's hope. All right, next one we got Iowa State at Colorado. Kind of a disgusting game here. Iowa State's favored by 3 on the road. Blake, what you got?
I'm not sure why Iowa State's only favored by 2.5. Or did you say 3? It's 2.5. Okay, so it opened at 4.5, moved to 2.5. I'm not sure why. I mean, Colorado can always get a little weird now that Deion's coaching. They win games they're not supposed to. They lose games they're not supposed to. But they're 2-4. I don't know anything about them. I know Iowa State is a little overhyped, but I still think they can beat Colorado. So I'm going to take Iowa State.
I'll go with that one.
Iowa
That one's
State.
good.
Iowa State it is.
Blake, I'm a little shocked you picked Iowa State here after all the slander that I got.
They're not good. They're really not. But Colorado's horrible.
They're really bad. So I'm going to pick Iowa State. Claire?
Me too.
A little clean sweep.
Clean sweep here. I like it. That's what we like. All right, moving into the last three games. Indiana at Oregon. Indiana, I think, is a really good team. I think they continue to play well. Oregon as well. Favored by 7.5. Is that right, Blake?
Yeah, Oregon's favored by 7.5.
Okay. We can take this one first. I'm gonna go with Oregon. I don't think this one. I don't know. I think the home field gives them the edge in this. I think if we're at Indiana, it'd be a really close game. But I think I got Oregon to win in this one.
I do too.
Claire
I'll-
picked-
This is a 50-50 for me, honestly.
Oh wow.
The only game that Indiana's played close is Iowa, and it feels like Iowa just plays anybody close. Doesn't matter who it is. But if you look at their games before that, they beat Illinois 63-10, Indiana State 73-0, and then they beat Kennesaw State 56-9. So we know their offense is explosive. I would love to see an upset here, honestly. So I'm going to go with a heart pick, and I'm going to go with Indiana.
Wow.
Everything he said sounds good. We'll go with Indiana.
Okay. We got 2 and 2 here. Blake and I can get into that game a little later. But I love it. I love the upset pick. I think I said last 3 picks. My Google page just ran out. We have a few more to pick. So please pardon that error. We got Georgia at Auburn is our next game. Blake, what's the spread in this one?
3.5.
For the Bulldogs. Okay. I want to believe in Auburn, but I can't. They're 0-2 in the SEC. The only thing that they have hope for is their coach probably getting fired if they lose another one. Really bad offense. They have really good receivers. So I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to find a reason to pick them, but I don't know if I can. Maybe game time decision, this might switch, but I'm going to go with Georgia to win this one.
I put Georgia too.
All right.
I'm going to go with Georgia here. I feel bad for Auburn because, I mean, their first 3 SEC games are OU, A&M, and Georgia, which, in my opinion, are 3 of the top 4, top 5 SEC teams. So
Tough.
tough way to start the SEC schedule. You look later on, you've got Missouri next week, and then you've got Arkansas, Kentucky, Vandy. So, I mean, it gets easier. It starts out really rough. But I'm going to take Georgia, and I think they cover that 3.5.
I'm taking Georgia.
All right, we got another clean sweep there. I like it.
Sweet.
Okay, next game here. We got Kansas going to Tech. We got Blake's Jayhawks. I'll let you talk first, Blake. What do you think?
First of all, Tech is number 1, Kansas is number 2.
I'm joking.
All right, let's get that out of the way. But I've said it, I think, since like week 2 or week 3, whichever one it was. I think if there is a trap game on Tech's schedule, it's this one. Because Kansas, out of every team Tech's about to play the rest of the season, Kansas has the most explosive offense out of any of them. So, I mean, Kansas played Cincinnati pretty close, who I think is the second best team in the Big 12. I think it'll be Tech Cincy in the Big 12 championship. So, all that to say, I think Tech's going to beat Kansas. But I think Kansas will cover 14.5.
Well, I did make a promise that I'd go for Tech if they were playing. So I guess I'm going with Tech.
All right, Claire, what do you got in this one?
I put Tech. Have to.
I have to pick Tech. Claire's become a Tech fan along with me. I've forced her a little bit.
We're getting there.
She's it's a hard thing to do, you know, getting them involved in sports becomes a passion. Claire's actually a big Tech hoops fan. I'd say more than the football team.
That's what I'm talking about.
I had her pick a favorite player. I remember we were watching Tech at Arizona, and she picked Christian Anderson. I think he had a really good
C4.
game. So great pick there. But okay, I'm gonna also go with Tech. I don't think Kansas has played a defense like this in their life, in their history of the football program. So I'm gonna pick Tech to cover also. Tech, clean sweep. I like it. Last 3 games here, BYU at Arizona, a little old Pac-12 battle. Was BYU wasn't in the Pac-12? Were they? Were they independent?
No, I think they were in the. Are they in the Mountain West?
Kinda
What
think they're
conference is Gonzaga in?
the WCC, West Coast
Yeah.
Conference?
Because I'm pretty sure Gonzaga played BYU in basketball, and it was like their only test all year.
I think that's right. I kind of think BYU was independent for a while.
Maybe.
Okay, who knows?
I don't know.
Bad knowledge here on the
Two
team.
new Big 12 teams. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. BYU at Arizona. They're favored by 2.5. Kind of a crazy line here. I don't really know why it's this close. I think BYU is going to lose a game at some point, but not this one. I'm going to pick BYU to win and probably cover also. Claire,
I picked BYU too.
we're in sync over here.
So far.
That one. It has
Say-
more.
Say it.
BYU.
Okay. All right. She's going BYU. I'm half tempted to take Arizona.
Be good.
I think I'm going to, and
Wow.
I'm probably going to regret it. But I mean, they just beat the crap out of Oklahoma State, who's horrible this year. But little momentum boost going into this week. You're playing at home at night. I think they can do it. I think they can do it. As you always say, Vegas knows something.
Vegas does know something. It's going to be a field goal game. I just don't know which way. Love it. Love the upset there. I'm sensing a little spiciness here on our end. Arizona State at Utah. Okay, I'm going to preface. I'm in second in this pick'em league behind Claire.
We usually don't talk before.
We do not talk about the games. Claire picks her own. So we might have a little discrepancy here. Claire, I'll let you pick this one first.
Okay. Well, I don't know why, but I put Arizona State
What do you mean you don't know why?
because they're not because the money thing.
They're
That's
not-
what I've been going
they're
with.
not-
They're not favored, right?
They're not.
But I decided to pick them. I think I was looking at who they had played before, and they had kind of won against some good teams.
That's right. Yeah.
So I chose the upset.
Hey, I like it. I like it.
I got room. I have room just in case.
Oh wow. Okay. Little slander there. I'm gonna get one back here on Claire this week. I'm gonna go Utah back at home, revamped. I don't think Arizona State can handle this environment, as we saw at Mississippi State. Couldn't handle the cowbells. I don't think they'll handle the Utah fans at night at Rice Eccles Stadium. I'm gonna go with the Utes in this one.
Okay, yeah. I'm also gonna go with Utah here. For no reason other than it's another heart pick. If Utah can win this game, and if they can win it by, a touchdown or more, it's gonna make that Tech win look even more impressive.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of. As of right now, Utah's not ranked. They're, discrediting that win. If Utah can beat ASU handily, it'll look good for Tech's resume. But something we've seen from Arizona State so far in the Big 12 season is it's most likely going to be a close game. The last 2 games, they've won 27-24, and it's come down to the wire. So I think, they had a bye week last week, so they will have had 15 days to recover because they played on a Friday. But yeah, I'm gonna take Utah.
I think I'm gonna take Arizona
Woo!
Oh, the girls split. I love it. Natalie, any expertise on why you're picking Arizona State?
because I like their fork.
Nice.
Fork 'em Devils.
Fork 'em. Fork 'em Devils. Love it. All right, last game here. Really interesting one. Prime time. We got Hawaii at Utah State. I don't know who to pick. Just kidding. I do. I'm picking Hawaii because I love their quarterback. And it's Hawaii, even though they have to travel. I'm going to go with the Rainbow Warriors. Claire?
Sure, me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Hawaii as well. They're at home, but
Oh, they're at home. Okay, my bad.
yeah.
My bad.
So Utah State has to travel
That-
basically overseas. But yeah, I said it the first podcast. I love Ali Hado. He's
Oh, yeah.
a true freshman. He's a baller. Yeah, I'm gonna take Hawaii.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna take that one.
Utah State.
Yeah.
That
I'm
one.
taking the Rainbow Warriors.
I don't even know what that means.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
Nope. I think I'm gonna go with them.
I actually have a Utah State shirt, football shirt that I should have brought out for this. Might have to bust it out for the real episode. But that rounds out our picks, Blake. How are we feeling?
I feel great. I mean, I picked a couple of upsets that probably won't happen. Hopefully they do, but overall, I feel pretty good about the week.
Love it. Yeah, me too. Claire's feeling really good, keeping her hot streak going.
Yeah.
Natalie, hope you go 10 for 10.
To rub it in my
Just
face.
to rub it in his face.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, that's all we got for picks. Claire, any last words?
I don't think so. I hope you don't beat me on that last one.
I'd have to.
Which one? Which one was it?
Utah,
We'll see.
go Utes. That's all I
Is
got.
that the only game that y'all disagreed on?
I think so.
I think so.
Well, we usually don't talk.
So the math isn't working for me.
You can't make up points if you agree on every game. I'll tell you that much.
True.
I need to reassess my thoughts tonight. All right. Well, Claire, Natalie, thanks for joining us for the podcast. Thanks for letting-
having me.
Thanks for letting us do the podcast.
Are we gonna do a group lock of the week?
Oh, I always forget this. This is always something I forget.
We won't make them do their locks of the week, but
Okay.
yeah, just
I would
group
say
lock of the week.
let's get our group one here. I need to think about my personal, if that's all right with you, Blake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could you explain the lock of the week?
Yeah. So lock of the week, basically for you two, it's a line, like B-Mart taught you. It's a spread or a over under. Basically, that you're like, this team is going to win by this many points for sure, or this team is not going to lose by that many points. So is there anything that sticks out to you two that for sure is going to hit?
Oh gosh, like it's locked, like it's gonna happen. I do not.
Does that just mean that they'll win or by the points?
It can be any. It can
It
be.
can be, but it's got, if it's like just a straight up winner, it's either got to be like pretty close in a spread or it has to be an underdog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, Blake, I might have to leave you with this one. See if I agree.
that might be a little outside of my.
I'm not sure we like all four of us agreed on like 2 games, right?
We all agreed on Iowa State beating Colorado, so we could pick that spread as our lock.
Yeah, let's do that. Iowa State -2.5.
I love it. I love it. All right.
Sounds good.
Lock of the week is locked. Iowa State by 2.5 to win by a field goal. Blake, anything else?
No, I don't think so. Thank you guys for joining and doing some picks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Time.
Thanks for letting Blake and I cope our obsession with college football on this podcast every Wednesday.
Yeah, thanks for letting us get away for 2 hours.
Claire walked in and said it was my
Your self-care time.
my self-care time. I had my notes up and then a sparkling water. So
Normally Natalie's making me dinner while I do this, so I don't have dinner being made. But
Wow.
you know what? That's okay. Glad she came on.
Aw.
Kudos to all the football fan girlfriends out there.
He says that like I'm not fixing to go in there and make dinner.
Oh man.
All righty. Well, thank you guys for joining. And
But no, I'm excited for this week of football. There's a lot of games to watch. Me and B-Mart are going to be at the game together. It'll be a lot of fun.
Well, for Blake, I'm Braden. We are two Bs in a ball. If you see us at the game this weekend, say what's up. Ball. If you see us at the game this weekend, say what's up. Shout out the channel. Take a selfie. We can sign autographs if you want. Whatever you would like. We'll be at the game. We're excited for that, for some college football coming up for another week. The season's moving and grooving. We're going to try and enjoy it while it's here. And as you always know, we pick it, we call, we win, or we fall. That's why you call us two Bs and a ball. We'll see you guys next time.